Alrighty, mech fans, we are back for more. And just here where I am eating dinner. You shouldn't hear me chew or anything gross like that, but, just letting you know, if I'm not talking, that's probably why. So, decided I'd had enough of just farming and working on actually taking some territory. Tikhonov Free Republic, their players have kind of gone full feral. There were some agreements and treaties in place, and they're just not listening to them. Because, like, these guys, they start here. They don't even start with their actual capital, which that's a really crappy place to be. So everybody in the region came together and agreed, hey, you know what? You are free to move your territory over to here and settle there and just play nice. Well, half their players aren't anywhere near there. They're bouncing around and tried winding their way down this way, tried winding their way across this way. They, yeah, full feral. Just not listening. Which, that's kind of the name of the game in Rogue Tech is rogues. Players that don't care. But at the same time, when your faction has players that don't care, other factions will treat you as such. So, us and FedCom, we're just kind of squashing those dots. They can't do as they're told. Well, not told, but, they can't abide by agreements that most of their active players agreed to at the time. So, yeah.
Kick off your shoes.
Got to eliminate the threat. Can't have a bunch of ferals just running around in your backyard.
Command interface initiated.
Yeah, Vilthos. A lot of people probably expected them to just get crunched. But they didn't start with their actual capital. They started a little bit off from it, which is just weird. So everybody in the area, we just agreed, hey, you know what? Let's let them have their capital, and we'll deal with them after. And they just couldn't control their rogues, so they're getting treated as rogues. Anything outside their little capital region, they're just gonna get slapped.
I'm picking up a new sensor trace. Looks like enemy reinforcements.
Good to go.
See, and I was talking with some folks earlier about how I just see nothing but trash. This is a D16 mission. And there's a stinger. Why is there a stinger in a difficulty 16?
Standing by.
Was having this debate with some folks earlier about how
Confirmed.
the difficulty tables are a little wonky this season.
I'll make it happen. Yes, I hear you.
It's a Stinger 3R. It really does not get much less, like, garbage than that. That's one of the cheapest, most garbage mechs in all of BattleTech. Realistically, that a 3R isn't even a battle mech in the sense that it is not meant to battle other mechs. Like, does it function as a mech? Does it look like a mech? Yes. Does it carry weapons like a mech? Yeah, but it's a single medium laser and 2 machine guns. That thing is an overgrown riot police officer. It's the kind of thing you deploy on a planet to pacify a protest. It's a war crime machine, not a war machine.
Commander. Move order received.
It's the kind of thing that Capellans put down to tell people to go home.
Let's hit 'em hard.
I just... I knocked the pilot out. Wow.
You have my attention. I'm on the move. Discharging weapon. You have my attention.
I was not expecting to watch a Mauler pilot just fall over and go nap time.
Ready to get
It
it on.
usually takes a lot more effort than that.
I get you. On the move. Let's go.
Receiving you. On my way. 10-4. Scored a critical hit. Losing lots of armor.
I don't like how far away he's hitting me accurately with that AC-10.
Acknowledged. I'm moving. Regan, reach. Tell me what you need.
I just find it annoying.
For the Regan people. You chose the wrong...
Right. Who's next? Receiving you. On the move.
Oh, and the jerk has one of those ballistic armors. But an XXL engine. Genius. It's just the sort of thing you put on an assault mech that's supposed to be tough.
Back for you. Show 'em what you
I just wanted to
can
punish that
destroy.
Stinger for existing.
Awaiting orders. Move order confirmed. Engage.
Light damage. Holding firm.
Standing by. The directorate must fall. Pierced through the armor. My heat is in the red. I'm moving out. Confirmed. For the elite.
Everything you
Reporting. Confirmed.
I do like short missions. This one's already almost over.
Yes, Commander.
Especially it's like the first mission back after running around or doing something or taking a break. Or your first mission of the day when you're sitting down to play for a good bit. Something quick, get it started, especially on a good note.
Reading you loud and clear. All weapons. The directorate must fall. Target eliminated.
Exactly, Vilthos. So, for those unaware, one of the things in Rogue Tech that is part of the challenge, part of the counter challenge, is
Reading you
the
loud and
system will only allow you to post, as in send mission result data, which is an automated process. It's not something you have to actually sit there and figure out, calculate, upload, anything like that.
Awaiting orders.
It will only allow you to post a mission to the server once every 20-ish minutes.
Yes, give them everything you've
There's a
got.
little bit of wiggle, like the base is usually about 20 minutes, and then there's like up to a minute and a half, 2 minute variable where it will just randomly either plus or minus so many seconds.
What's up, boss?
So, you know, you might accidentally do a mission in 18 minutes when you meant to wait out the timer
Get this done.
and be okay. Other times you might sit there, watch the clock, be at 20 minutes and
I just took a
59 seconds,
Standing
and
by.
still hit that timer.
Equal shot. Follow
Now,
me.
some people really dislike it. Ooh, I killed that pilot.
That's one hostile.
Sucks to be him. Some people really dislike it because they want to sit there and speed through missions, and they're really, really good at the game, and they can play a lot, so they can be. But at the same time, the timer exists for the reason that, yeah, if it didn't exist, some players would seriously be doing a mission every 5 minutes, and would be so overpowered they could overrun entire factions, and not just little factions either. Payday! Woohoo! Killing that one mech in the face paid for a whole month. And yeah, Vilthos, he's in my chat a lot. Nice guy. He's one of the people that The timer is there to prevent from murdering everyone else. The timer keeps him from eating whole factions by himself. But it's really common for a lot of players to do a fast mission as their first mission of a session, so that the timer's already rolling and they can get into a slower one. Because while there is a minimum timer, there is also kind of sort of a soft timer in that right at the minimum, you don't usually get your full influence generated. You have to wait a whole half hour for that. Which, yeah, 10 minutes, that doesn't sound like it's all that bad. It can be for some people, especially when you're, actively in a war. But at the same time, it also helps those people who, on normal length missions, average right about 25, 26 minutes between mission completions. It helps them be more impactful so they are less put off. So they're less held back and less overpowered by the stronger players, which is nice. It's a little bit of a balance. There are people that strongly dislike it, and I understand. I do. I've had to sit there and watch that timer numerous times in my career playing this game. And sometimes it really sucks. But at the same time, I've been on the receiving end of players that, if there wasn't a timer, they would have taken my whole faction to the ground.
Job's done, Commander.
And man, that is not a good feeling. But just as an example, that last mission, I didn't look at the timer myself, but it was my first one. I actually capped it. I have no idea how I managed to cap my influence on that. Like, yeah, I flipped the planet, captured it, but I did 34 points. I'm actually surprised because I was not expecting that. I was not expecting that at all. There's a lot of math that goes into the equation that tells you how much you get at the end. Vilthos brings up an interesting point. It's one that's been brought up before, and I'd kind of like to see it implemented, even if only just as an experiment in a mini season. So, again, for those not experienced with Rogue Tech, most actual seasonal play lasts 6 to 9 months, depending on the season. It just depends on how active it is, how many people are playing on the regular, whether or not people are actually moving the map and at war or doing something, or if the map has gotten stale. But mini seasons are usually what they do as filler, and that's also when they do their experiments, when they try new mechanics, see if they like it, see if players like it, stuff like that for the online map. And usually you get to carry over your career from the prior season, so you don't have to start over. You get to go into a mini season and experimental time with an already developed lance, which is nice.
Command interface initiated.
They also, for a mini, generally greatly reduce the timer. But I'd be okay to see that as a season, or as a mini season experiment. Where, sorry, I got myself distracted for a second there. An experiment where what they do is put the timer on a sliding scale, where the faster you complete a mission, the less influence you generate, just straight up. Instead of a hard timer where just no, you don't get credit. If you complete a mission too fast, you just don't generate as much influence. Because then you wouldn't have players just sitting around twiddling their thumbs waiting to, click the button to finish off the last enemy, whatever. Instead, you power right through, you finish your mission. Oh no, you only generated 10 influence instead of 30, but you did it in 5 minutes. So yeah, you generated 1/3 the influence, but you did it 6 times faster. Plus, you didn't just sit there.
Orders?
I've got eyes on
Right now, with an influence cap standard for most enemies of 34 per drop and 20 minutes per timer, that gives you roughly a maximum influence, not including doing your first mission to start the timer in the first place, of 102 an hour, right? You could easily have a sliding scale
Good to go.
that does that for you.
Heading out.
You just work out the math to what the maximum, influence generation is per minute.
I'm listening.
And then, yeah, you still have,
Moving out.
a hard cap, so you don't have people who do 1 drop an hour or 1 drop a day hitting for, 150, 200, anything like that. No, they still hit for the normal 30s range.
You have my attention. Taking her to top speed. Yes, Mom.
But now, instead of having your power players just watching the clock and sitting there playing other games at the same time, let them go ahead and just turbo drop. They just don't generate as much per drop when they do.
Give them everything you've got. Standing by. I'm on it.
But when you're that good at the game, it really doesn't matter as much your per drop. It's about how many drops can you get done.
Move order received.
I don't like being this close to a demolisher.
I'm ready.
None of them are missiles.
Yes, Commander. Moving to position. Target personnel strike. Set for you. Show them what you can. Tango down.
Yes, I hear you.
I don't like these devastators either.
Firing. Okay, that one hurt. Onward! No retreat! Yes, Commander. Attempting physical attack.
Yeah, Vilthos just mentioned, he's done
Here we go.
25 drops a day.
Onward!
Now,
No retreat!
depending on what part of the world he is, how long he's been playing today, stuff like that, that could be, holy crap, that's insane.
Commander.
Or it could be, wow, that's a long day of playing.
Affirmative. No retreat.
Orders.
I know most of the time I don't get that many drops done in a day, even when I'm
On my way.
super active.
Affirmative.
I don't play anywhere near as much as Vilthos and some of the other guys that he hangs with do. Some of them,
I'm your spaniel.
they average 2,000 or 3,000
Moving fast.
actual influence missions a season. These are the top 1% guys.
Orders.
My record for me was
Already there.
almost
I'm
800.
listening.
And the scary thing to me personally is that
Leading the
actually
charge.
qualifies me for like top 5%. The drop off is that hard. There's maybe 10 people that do over 1,000 a season.
Tell me what you need. Copy that.
I mean, you've got a player base of, I'm actually going to look it up, how many careers there were last season. Because we've got that data. So unique clients, this is individual number of people that actually played on the map. 2,102 for last season. And maybe 10 of them do more than 1,000 missions in a season. So they're not just 1%. 10 out of 2,000, that's the top 0.5%. The season before that was 2,221. So not a huge gap season to season there. Ah, well, this is correcting me. It's a little over 20 to 1K plus. I honestly expected slightly less than that. I really did.
Commander.
But then again, there's a lot of people that do stuff like that and just don't talk in the Discord. So I don't really think about it sometimes.
Moving out. Engage. Yes, give them everything you've got.
But yeah, I would still
Ready for
I would still wager that over 1,000 is
Acknowledged.
top 1% of the player base by mission quantity.
Everything. I'm taking heat damage.
And even doing 500 or more is probably in the top 5. Ooh, pardon me, in the top 5%.
Acknowledged. Let's hit them hard.
Because the average is low. Again, let me look up this data we had from last season. Well, let's see, 2,102. So a grand total of 146,645 war missions were done. Divided by 2,102, that's only 70 when you round it. That means that the average number of drops done in Rogue Tech per client is only 70. And that's war missions specifically. So, you know, that doesn't include people that never actually allied to a faction. That doesn't include all of the missions you do before the season actually opens and you're just farming. It doesn't include flashpoints, farming missions you do during the season, where you're just, you know, taking random stuff to make money or, you know, to farm equipment.
Reading you loud and clear. I'm on my way.
Oh, it's on now.
Average of 70.
Locking on.
Is that a face shot? I face shot a flashman. I really want a flashman, but I don't want them to look like they do now.
On the move. Full speed.
the new model for them that's in
Full speed. Roger that.
CGL, that's in, I think MWO has the new one. The new model is really nice looking. It looks like the proper terror the Flashman should be. The one in game is awful. It really is. But the updated one for tabletop,
You have my
oh, it looks properly scary.
For the Oregon people.
Which, in the lore, at the time it was built, it
My
was.
heat is in the
The
red.
thing was an absolute monster.
Bracing for impact.
It was fast. It didn't have any weapons that used ammo.
I'm on it.
So it just could keep shooting at you. It was well armored. It was well cooled. It was supposed to be like the lead-off
They're stripping
note
armor off of my mech.
for a whole new generation of mechs for the SLDF. Because the SLDF was working on moving largely to energy weapons for logistics purposes,
Orders.
because they hit a generation where everything could have double heat sinks.
Well done.
So they could
Here we
just
go.
run all lasers and PPCs. Why not?
Getting a little toasty, Commander. Copy that.
Locking in coordinates.
No ammo to worry about blowing up or running out. All you gotta do
I'm
is
listening.
keep circuits and heat sinks in stock.
I'll make it happen.
Got something.
That sort of thing streamlines everything for a military.
Firing. Let's do this. Target's taking a critical hit.
I'm listening. Locked in on the target.
Now, unfortunately, one of the things that kind of screwed the Flashman over was when it came out. It launched in lore, if I remember right, 2701. Very start of 28th
Ready for
century.
orders.
Regardless, it was very early.
Roger that.
And less than 100 years later, which, however, in Battletech terms, that's very short, the SLDF and the entirety of the Star League collapsed
Confirmed.
because one fat, greedy
Giving
ass
them everything.
decided he should be in charge.
Let's go. I think I hear something. Can't vent.
And it wasn't just a matter of,
Onward.
you know, the guy that was in charge when he decided to remove the head guy in charge's head.
Firing all weapons.
No.
Onward.
Stefan Amaris, the guy that did said head removal,
Confirmed.
had also arranged for the murder of that guy's predecessor, his father. So he killed the father, was supposed to have the son killed too, but the son actually lucked out and survived. And so then
You have my
he wedges himself into raising that kid, helping raise him, and molds him to be a corrupt little moron.
affirmative.
People often sit there and say, well, the Cameron dynasty was falling apart already. It's like, no.
Reporting.
This kid was still managing to just barely hold things together
Roger that.
and was starting to turn things around as he, actually came into his own as an adult.
Mech destroyed.
But he had spent his entire life having one greedy moron
Mission successful.
try to corrupt him since he was like 8 years old. And again, kid was still managing to turn it around slowly. Oh, I just did that mission and didn't check my op for. Great mission, well timed, might even be profitable. But it was the wrong op for, so even though I posted 0. Oh, it was the cheap Flashman. It wasn't even the good one. It was the 7, not the 8. Uh, oh well. At least I made a little money. Still annoyed. Man, I wish we could get something useful in our shop. We don't really have anybody fighting kill teams right now.
Job's done.
We don't have anybody fighting clans right now. How much more do I have to do to this planet? Oh, figures. It's a 2-dropper to cap it off at 100. No, Tikhonov was using it to hit some of these dots earlier, and I was just like, no, go away. We're basically just eliminating them from the core area. And anywhere outside of where we agreed they could be. Because FedCom actually gave them a 1-jump bubble around their actual capital, which is very generous. All things considered, this is a very generous little area. And they just can't seem to understand that.
Secure all loose gear about the mech.
I don't have any more missions here except for a target acquisition, which I am not doing that. What's the travel time here? Oh, it's right there, not down here. Oh god, my brain is so not alive. Do I want to squash these extra little dots? I kind of do. I kind of want to get these guys out of the way.
Course plotted.
Looks like we've arrived, Commander.
Man, and Tiganov doesn't have a squad either.
Samire, give me a sensor read. You picking anything up out there?
Negative, XO. Sensors clear.
Oh, I have a feeling this is actually going to go bad. I just have that sense that this is going to turn into a double support lance drop. And then I'm going to have to reload because I am not fighting 17 enemies. Not with the junk I have. Most of my mechs are still slapdash, you know, whatever random I have. My Kuroshi and my Nightstar are pretty well optimized for what they do. That Nightstar can get some crazy accuracy at serious range. It's kind of nuts.
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online.
Oh, hey, they might not have a reinforce. Just a support. Usually there's a force over here. I'm not seeing it. No support lances would be nice. Mm,
Commander,
single support's fair.
coordinates.
In this case, this is fair. Oh, oh God, it's VTOLs. Good God, enough VTOLs?
Orders.
At least
Commander,
it's not, you know, a bunch of Seths and Ifrits and all
reading
that
loud
stuff.
and clear. Accelerating to maximum speed.
Standing by. Let's move.
What do you need? Copy that.
Got something you want done?
Yes, Commander. Acknowledged.
Standing by. I'll do what you ask. go. Firing. Well done. Here we go. One less target.
See, and that's what should happen. That's what should happen to VTOLs that try to fight with
Location
mechs.
confirmed.
Orders. Copy that.
What's up, boss? On the move. Roger that.
Shooting missiles at my AMS carrier.
I'm listening.
Genius.
I'll make it happen. I'll make it happen. Miss, it won't happen again.
Wow.
Orders.
That's kind of ridiculous luck. He missed with both bombs. And badly enough, they did no
Here
damage.
it comes. Target eliminated. Standing by.
Yep. Got it. Venting heat.
Tell me what you need. Copy that. Copy that.
Nice.
Scratch one hostile.
Good to go.
On my way.
Let's shoot some airburst. Airburst honestly feels like it's not as effective as it used to be.
Yes! Give them everything you've got!
Which I understand it not being as effective against, you know, mechs. Them nerfing that would have made sense. But it feels like it still doesn't do much to VTOLs. Not like it used to. It used to just blow these things out of the sky.
Onward! No retreat!
Receiving you. Position confirmed.
Kind of like that. I also have a distinct hatred for
Good to go.
VTOLs in general. Most of the VTOLs in game are honestly non-canon, and they're massively overpowered. They shouldn't exist. They are technically not against the tabletop construction
Yes, I hear
rules, but at the same time, they're
Affirmative.
not truly properly allowed either.
My shot went wide.
Ready to get it on. Coordinates received. Oh, it's on now.
God, I can't wait till I can upgrade this mech. I don't have enough ammo for it, and I'm one launcher short. I'm gonna convert this thing into IATMs eventually, and oh, that's always fun.
On it.
If you do it right, you can get 48 tubes of IATM on a longbow,
Blocking here.
while still having armor and mobility. And I tell you, 48 tubes
Tell
of
me what you need.
high explosive ammo coming out of a longbow,
Affirmative.
oh, it's absolute true blue murder.
Eliminating hostile.
And I love it.
Yeah? Confirmed.
Go time.
Yes, Commander.
Nope, wrong button. I want to get rid of this Phoenix Hawk. I just want it gone.
Forward!
That's
No
not
retreat.
gone. It's hurt,
Commander,
but it's not gone.
confirmed. Firing. Mech warriors, show them what you got.
Commander. On the move. Roger that.
I live to serve. I'll race ya.
You have my attention. I'll do what you ask.
Crappy shots
Do
either
what
way.
you ask. For the Oregon
I don't think she'd hit
people.
anything all mission yet,
Battle
and
mech
then
eliminated.
kaboom!
Yes, Commander.
It's 3 of the 4 on that
Moving to
thing.
position.
That poor Phoenix Hawk.
I've got a sensor lock. Roger.
What do you need? Confirmed.
My nose has been driving me crazy.
Ready for orders. On my way.
Yeah, I'll see those shots.
Primary target damage, Commander.
Reporting critical hit.
Orders?
I don't want this guy to have any sort of stealth.
Out of lock.
I just don't want him to have any at all.
Acknowledge.
I'm listening.
And that was the 20-minute timer.
Sounds good. I'm moving. Target confirmed.
Our target is bugging out. Stop it before it gets away.
Engaging.
RTO wants to run now.
You've got.
Where's his... He ain't getting there. Oh, heck no.
Affirmative.
Ah!
Enemy down.
Yeah, like I said, bro ain't getting there.
Moving to position. Good to go. Reading you loud and clear. I'm on the move. Minutes. Follow me to victory. Inflicting heavy damage.
Yes, Commander. Move order received. Locking in all.
I'm so sorry y'all have to hear me sniffle breathe. My sinuses have been driving me crazy. There's not even anything like medically being a problem. My sinuses just want to run. Whatever allergy is seasonal, it apparently likes me. Personally, I blame Oklahoma. I'm not far from the border, so I'm gonna just blame Oklahoma.
Copy that.
It seems like the right thing to do.
Copy
Thy will be done.
What's up, boss?
And if you're watching me from Oklahoma, we can batch all about it. I did actually take a break from Road Tech last night and today, just for the weekend, basically.
Standing by.
Played the Chaos Reigns campaign for
Acknowledged.
Mech Warrior 5 Mercs. Honestly, the story was fun in that they picked at the cartoon,
Yes, Commander.
but at the same time, it was just so short.
Here we go.
It really was. It was like 5 missions, 5 or 6.
Affirmative.
The one before that was a good 20.
All weapons. Give them everything you ordered.
Now it did add a couple others because there was another
Roll it.
side quest style mission.
Commander.
Sorry, I actually looked at my chat and Vilthos is actually playing from Oklahoma. So I might be about to get my ass kicked.
Affirmative. Follow me to victory.
Receiving you.
Oh, the funny
No
coincidences.
problem. On my way. Sweet.
Yep. Commander. Position confirmed. You have my attention. I'm on it. Neutralizing threat.
Ready for orders.
Yeah. Anyway, Mech Warrior 5 Mercs. It was a fun campaign. It was nice seeing Nikolai Malthus on the screen finally for real. And you fight him once. You see him on the screen 3 times total through the whole thing. And one was a flashback. And it's not even like a flashback. They referenced the cartoon by making him like a character in the cartoon again. They showed the legendary, you dare refuse my bachal scene that was in the cartoon. And they make him, an almost cartoon level villain right from the start. But you only see him 3 times. You see him there, you see him again later, and then you fight him immediately afterwards. And you just mop the floor with it. This time around, the clans really did not inspire significant fear. Not like in Shadows of Kerensky. Oh my God, they were monsters there. Your first mission against them, if you tell me you played the mission against them with no mods, using the mechs they give you for that DLC, where they're tricked out, they have top tier equipment. But if you tell me you did that mission and didn't lose a single mech, I'm gonna call you a liar. You might be able to prove me wrong, but I'm gonna call you a liar at first. I consider myself fairly good at MechWarrior 5 Mercs. I'm not great, but I'm fairly good. And that DLC, when it came out, I wanted to play it pristine. No mods. I played it as intended with the mechs and equipment they give you. And I made it out. My mech only lost an arm. One of my lance mates, they were AIs, lost my Banshee. He got wrecked. And the rest of my lance was beat to hell. They barely had any armor left. A bunch of them lost weapons, stuff like that. But we only lost one. And like I said, I consider myself fairly good. So getting to that point, yeah, I consider that a bit of an achievement. But the AI guys are, morons. So managing to do that without losing any units because your guys are morons, that's where I would be very, very shocked. Scrolling, 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 and not seeing anything worth spending money on.
That work order you submitted is complete.
And this is my only mission option without rolling the month.
Mech warriors, prepare for combat.
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems nominal.
Command interface initiated.
Let's see. I like being up on the hill. I do not like being not on the hill. Alrighty.
I've got eyes
Oh,
on
look at
hostile
that.
reinforcements. They're heading your way.
Let's see. 4 garbage. And then 4 vehicles, including garbage, annoyances. At least they're annoyances that are worth a little bit of
Yes, I
money.
hear you.
But it's
Taking orders.
nothing but garbage and pests.
Yes, Commander. On my way. Double time.
Good to go.
Every drop, the same thing. Nothing but garbage and pests.
Receiving you. I'm already there. Acknowledged.
Reading loud and clear.
I need more E-War shield. Right now, I'm mostly relying on AR-12s. Oh look, spammer.
Commander.
Get AI viewer bots. Why would I want AI bots?
Firing forward.
Like, I get it. Some streamers, this is their life, and,
Acknowledged.
you know, convincing the system they have more viewers than they do is, it's good for their bottom line. Temporarily. Then they get caught. And then they lose it all.
Ready for
People
orders.
are dumb doing crap like that. I'm really glad this isn't my life. I can do this just for fun, just so that, you know, there's more Battletech content in the world. Because there needs to be. The world needs more rogue tech.
I'm receiving you. Acknowledged.
Orders. Giving them everything I've got. Mech destroyed.
I'm listening.
Ah, he dropped a bomb.
I can't
What a
hit my
jerk.
ball. Losing lots of armor.
I bet you most of the Op4 doesn't actually have night vision. I actually like night
Tell me
visions
what you need.
because all of my units have night vision. Because they either have enhanced imaging, or cockpit interface, or something that gives them night vision. It's one of my early game goals, usually, is to get them night vision. But it's always funny when the enemy doesn't have it, and you're fighting in the dark, and you can tell they can't shoot you worth the crap.
Damage minimal.
Yes! Give them everything
Now
you
there's a
got.
good chance this mission might actually end before my timer. If it does, I'm going to take just a quick break for the timer and let it
Here we go.
run down.
Reporting critical hit.
Ready to get it on.
Shouldn't take more than 2 or 3 minutes by the time the mission is done. But it's just a chance for me to go put on my plate for dinner, because I sat here and I was eating dinner.
Receiving you.
But it's also just a chance to get up, stretch my legs.
No retreat. Enemies down.
Ready for orders. On my way.
Got something you want done?
Those of you who don't regularly get up and stretch your legs, go do it.
No shooting, just running. Locking in.
Bad for your health to sit in chair too long.
I hear you. Location confirmed. Neutralizing threat. I'm losing blood.
Oh look, the bad part of having everybody have an interface cockpit of some sort. It's just a broken jaw. I don't see how
Confirmed.
neural feedback breaks your jaw, but apparently it does.
For the Oregon people. Target eliminated.
Now, as always, if you watch this on YouTube but want to watch live, my Twitch is linked in my YouTube posts. If for some reason it's not there,
Go time.
just let me know. Just, put a comment in there, hey, where's your Twitch?
Wilco.
And I will happily send it to you.
Yes! Give them. Awaiting orders.
For those who want to go back and watch later, if you're catching just a part of the stream,
Onward.
Commander.
it's same thing. My YouTube should be linked to my Twitch, and you should be able to easily find that
Let's go.
in my description.
Target's taking a critical hit.
I know some people prefer one or the other, or don't have time for one, so they prefer the other.
Standing by. I'll do what you ask. I'll do what you ask. Follow me to victory.
I'm not really a big streamer personality or anything, but I try to make sure that we get some airtime, basically, for Rogue Tech,
Who's next?
especially for online.
One left target.
I know there's got to be at least 1 or 2 others,
No problem. On my way.
but I don't even know of any others off the top of my head.
Confirmed. The directorate must.
I know we've got a couple that have linked theirs in the Rogue Tech Discord. But not many.
Reporting.
And like I said, I feel like it deserves more. It deserves more people talking about it.
Well done. Here we go. Scored a critical hit.
Waiting for orders.
Baraduel's apparently doing streams for the season, though he's still very early career. His career state. Oh, I did. Oh, God.
One more for the
I wasn't paying attention and just timered myself. I beat it by 7 minutes. That was an oops. I
Mission
got to talking and
successful.
wasn't thinking about it. Well, gotta start the timer over again. That sucks. Well, I'm gonna let this timer run for a few minutes. I'll go ahead and be right back. All right. And I know there's not going to be any Excel engines or anything in here. Yeah. At least VTOLs are expensive. Hey, that's the most money I've had all season. That's kind of sad. Cooldown is in effect. I hate seeing that pop up. Can't believe I ran right smack into that timer. Because that mission went so awesome. It really did.
I've got the financial report.
Let's see if there's anything in their shop that's not garbage. I doubt it. But let's take a peek. And of course not. Junk top to bottom.
That work order you submitted is complete.
I still haven't finished fully upgrading the Argo. I've still got a couple things to go. Yeah, I should do these.
Roger that, Commander.
Long run, they'll save me a lot of money. Finances. Because that's basically a 5% reduction on most of this side of things. It'd be nice to have this actually less than this.
402. Expected approach time 22.
Roger. That's a choo-choo.
Oh, hey. An assassination and 3 duels. Question is, are they proper duels? That one's proper. That one's good. This one's junk. This is proper. Yeah, it looks like I'm doing an assassinate and then a blackout and then duels. It's not super important that I power through the influence on this planet fast, but I do give it 1 tick. Good God, Vilthos. Seriously, man. His monthly expenses in-game are 4.5 million. You could run a country on that in-game. Yeah, he's a half and half like I am. Yeah, but how many RTO pilots do you have? I've only got 2.
Command interface initiated.
Oh, good God. All 16 are RTO pilots? Same map. But they've got guys there and there. Let's hope there's not any support lances. If there's no support lances, basically the same mission as 2 missions ago. If there is a support lance, this could get complicated.
Orders. Copy that.
Ah, looks like a no. Oh, look, a boar's head atlas. Again. I hate seeing those things. Not because they're strong, they're not scary, they're just worthless. They produce almost no loot.
Commander.
They do not make me money.
On the move. Full speed.
I don't like mechs that don't make me money.
What do you need?
Yep. Let's move. Tell me what you need.
Good to go. Move order received. Receiving you. Maximum speed.
I'm here.
This looks like a prime spot for an ambush. Be careful, Commander. You don't want to get caught in a crossfire.
My cat usually sits here in my office. He's got his own chair right next to my desk. But
Acknowledged.
he decided he wanted to go running out and about, so had to open the door and let him out. He wants to roam the rest of the house. That's fine.
I'm listening. Copy that. Receiving you. On the move. Targeting Alpha strike.
Yes, Commander. Hauling aft. Firing all weapons. Scored a critical orders. Roger that. Good to go. That's going to hurt.
Hit him with both PPCs.
Commander. Here it comes. Give them everything you've got. One more for the
Man, I
kill.
can't wait till I can switch this guy to IATMs.
Moving out. On my way. Double time.
Orders?
Yeah. Moving to position.
Don't get me wrong, having Artemis 5 LRMs, 80 tubes of volley.
Reading loud and
It's pretty
clear.
nice,
I'll do what
but
you ask.
not as nice as 48 tubes of IATM.
Standing by. I'm moving out. Discharging weapon.
Oh man, so many people, they'll manage to force their way all the way up to like D20 and have no AMS units. They'll have like 2 pieces of AMS equipment at all on their
Show
lance.
'em what you got.
And I just don't get how they do it.
Position.
Like, it's not even a matter of, you know, hey, is this possible? But just, how do you survive?
That
Not having to worry about missiles makes everything so much more comfortable. Being able to just sit here and be like, oh yeah,
Moving out.
the first 3, even 4 volleys they shoot at me every round, I just ignore.
waiting for orders. I get you. On the move. I think I hit something good.
back in.
Yes, Commander.
Cats. They're worse than dogs. Let me in. Let me out. Let me in. Let me out.
Targeting for an outpost strike.
Yes, Commander. Got it. Oh, it's on now. Target neutralized. You have my attention. Acknowledged. I'm moving. Follow me.
Oh, nice. I think all 4 hit.
Hostile unit down. Yes, I hear you.
Oh, that's just murder.
Location confirmed. Confirmed. Negative damage.
God, such a garbage lineup here. Champion, Guillotine, Warhammer, Quick Draw. It's like a parade of mediocrity.
Understood. Moving fast.
Just as chassis, as mechs. Those are awful.
What do you need?
All right, full speed.
Firing full complement on enemy.
They're not even a threat at the moment. And yeah, Vildos, I know. When you kill 4 units a turn,
Let's go.
you can worry a little less, but, you know.
Good to go.
So you got the
Time
guillotine.
to unload. Right. Who's next?
That's right, buddy.
Ready for orders. Roger.
Oh, time to unhunch this back.
Hell yeah. Hope we can salvage this.
Commander. Good to go. Target confirmed. Onward! No retreat!
Standing by. Affirmative. All weapons locked on and firing. Yep. Confirmed.
No shooting. Just running.
Moving to position. Affirmative. Yes! Give them everything you've got!
Well, there goes one arm.
Critical hit.
Wonder if I can get the other one before I kill him.
Firing full salvo. Let's get this done, folks.
Yes, Commander.
Good. And there's my timer, so I am good to finish this one as soon as time comes, I don't have to wait. Or, you know, forget to wait and just get mad.
You have my attention. Accelerating to maximum speed.
Oh, Julie's not shooting this round.
I'm taking serious damage.
What? Said somebody was taking serious damage, but I don't see where they hit anybody.
Waiting for orders.
And yeah, Kamea. So, again, for those that don't actually play Rogue Tech
Yes, Commander.
much, if any, yet,
Affirmative.
one of the things with Rogue Tech Online is that there are a number, and you can get them offline. They're part of the mod if you enable the module.
Well done. Here we go.
Some of the real big names, big power players, and past
Something you want done?
like achievers of the game get added to the game. Those are the ones with the red icon you see, and they usually have a very customized pilot
Heavy
portrait.
damage.
So, for example, I've got one in my drop here, Julie Marie. She
Copy that.
she came to prominence in season 3, I think it was, because it was her first season. She led a faction. She led that faction from the brink of destruction to surviving the whole season and even thriving. So, you know, big names can earn a reward, actually be added to the game. One of the most expensive pilots in the game is Kamea. She is based on the original, like, protagonist character from the base game. And it's because in one of the very earliest seasons, somebody played as her. That was actually their character was her. And this was way, way, way back in the day. Before we actually had Legends pilots, some of the first ones were just some of the early, you know, movers and shakers from the game's earliest days.
I'll make it happen.
But she's one of the most expensive pilots there is.
I'm on.
Mostly because she's one of the best you can get.
Pierced through the
Her
armor.
primary power, like her specialty ability, because all Rogue Tech Online pilots have a specialty, something that's unique to them. Hers gives a flat 1 accuracy and +1 initiative as well to your entire lance.
Locking on. Well done.
So your entire unit gets +1 accuracy
Heavy damage.
and +1 initiative just for having her in the battle.
Aye, aye. Get this done.
Standing by.
It makes her exceedingly effective and very worthwhile, despite being able to cost as much as, I think her cap when she's maxed out is
Enemy down.
right around 450 to 500,000 C-bills a month.
Got it.
Ready for
I
orders.
mean, even when you account for the fact that the game inflates costs on a lot of things. That is an expensive pilot. Like, by tabletop standards, that's a pilot making 50,000 or more a month.
Commander.
I think in the tabletop, the typical warrior is all of like 1,500 a month.
Reading you loud and clear.
And yes, I've already been paying attention to timer.
On it.
Timer went off several minutes ago.
Yes, Commander. On my way.
I'm listening.
But thank you for reminding me this time.
Affirmative.
Oh, God.
Ready for orders.
Our primary target is taking damage.
God, and he's hiding up behind some rocks.
Yes, Commander.
So all of my direct fire is useless, and I've got to get out of the water, run up the mountain, and go kick this dude. Ah, this guy's a
Copy
jerk.
that. Hell yeah.
I'm listening.
I hate cowardly enemies that won't come fight me.
Affirmative. What's up, boss? Hauling ass.
Acknowledge.
Yep.
One moment. Of all things, there
Order.
was a spider sitting on top of my monitor. Little bitty one, but big enough that you could see him.
Reading you
Just
loud and
sitting there
clear.
staring at me, and I'm like, sorry, bud. I do not have any of your mech around.
I'm on it.
That's why I don't like light mechs. Because they name them after things like spiders
Full salvo.
and
Hell
bugs.
yeah. Retreat.
Ooh, I've got line of sight. He uncowarded it.
Orders. Got it.
Standing by.
What's up, boss? No retreat. Ready for orders.
Standing by. Sounds good. I'm moving. I'm on it. The directors must fall. Orders.
That hit looked like it hurt.
Good to go.
Ready to get it on.
That definitely hurt.
Yeah? Got it. Venting heat.
Folks.
Copy that. Onward! No retreat!
Commander. Moving out. Here it comes. Goddamn, let's do this. That hit something good.
Good to go. Acknowledge. Let's hit them hard. I hope we can salvage that.
And y'all notice how it kind of stutters there for a minute. Everything stops. When I talked earlier about it posting a mission,
Mission
that's exactly what
successful.
that is. Is it's taking a moment, transmitting the data to the server. It just takes care of it for you. And that one was for 34. My last mission that actually counted was 26, which brings this planet to 60 points Comstar, which means it's no longer a Tikhonov planet. Which is good, because they need to... Yeah, they need to kind of stay where they agreed they would stay. If you run around all feral, you'll get treated like a feral.
Pets are not allowed aboard the Argo. If you're out on shore leave and you see something fluffy, enjoy it there.
I'm not sure
If
if
you
I
stay
actually want to
past
forward it
it,
up to 100 or just
it doesn't
leave it
count
as
on a
is.
dropship.
Because all I'm worried about is just taking away staging spots for them.
Yang, I'm seeing a huge energy surge in the mech bay.
Uh,
Yeah, that was me. It's under control.
Mech Lance, 2-ton. This one, I don't think this actually increases punch damage. One of the lances does. I think it's Plasma Lance. Oh, I didn't start the timer. Oh. Now I've got an extra like 2 minutes on it. I could move on, but not to Capellan, but I could move on and clear those 3. Just so they don't have any more little staging areas down there.
Commander on deck.
This is an all-ship announcement. Undeveloped
Or I could go
sections will
ahead
be
and go up
Argo with
here and
off-limits for
start
a reason.
crunching them out of the
If
middle.
you aren't a member of Dr. Murad's engineering team, you don't belong there. So stay out.
Yeah,
Roger
that's
that,
where they're
Commander.
actually
Post
fighting.
climb.
That work
If
order
we
you
can crunch
submitted
them there,
is
they'll
complete.
probably put up less of a fight.
upgrades you asked for are online, Commander.
What brings you down here, Commander? Roger that, Commander. I'll get the crew moving.
Honestly, there's times I feel like those upgrades don't actually do anything.
To work, if I may say so.
Yeah, it's saving 20,000 a month. I spent like 300,000 on it, so that's 15 in-game months before it saves me any money.
All right, I'll get the team on it right away.
We've arrived at our destination, Commander.
Always good to see you in ops, Commander.
See if I get any decent missions. Oh,
All
look,
mech techs to the mech lab.
a
I repeat,
relatively regular battle,
all mech
a
techs to the
duel,
mech lab.
and another regular battle. I'm on outreach. I'm gonna look this up. So the Rogue War website, you can actually look up individual planets. Now you can check to see what your modifiers kind of are here. So I'm going to get plus 12, right? And Tikhonov is getting minus 12. What this means is that we own so many planets in the area that are well enough fortified that we're getting bonuses to fight these guys.
Mech warriors, prepare for combat.
And the opposite exists. They're getting severely penalized fighting us. And then again, just fighting Comstar is kind of penalty enough most of the time.
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems nominal.
Command interface initiated.
support lance, and they're gonna have a reinforce most likely. Really want to drop way up here. And if I had, so most of my late game builds end up with jump jets, so dropping way up here actually works for me. Because I can just, you know, stand way up here, shoot them from very long range, and then jump to move. Yeah, I can't do that here. I haven't gotten any jump booster 3s, and no leg jump jets, which are what I use.
Yes, Commander. Moving out. Commander. Copy that.
Let's see what we've actually got. Marauder, Catapult, Archer, Cataphract, Brutus, Orion. Ugh.
Standing by.
This is what I'm talking about when I keep saying I fight nothing but garbage. It's just all trash bags. Yeah, those. Usually my source for both is kill teams. Yeah. Hard to get to kill teams right now. Like, honestly, I'm having a hard time even getting my unit to the difficulty rating where I'd fight kill teams.
What do you need? Copy that.
Even if I had kill teams on this season, which this season I don't. There's no point in it unless you want to farm their gear. And even then, that's going to be a lot harder this season than in previous seasons.
Tell me what you need. I'll do what you ask.
It's kind of really weird in that it's kind of a both buff and nerf, in that they pushed them all the way back to 19. They adjusted the scaling a little bit to where it's harder to get that high, which
Yes, I hear you.
makes it a lot easier to prepare for them, sure, and that you have a lot more time. And, you know, it's a lot easier to optimize for
Orders.
insane amounts of
Affirmative.
firepower and tech for your difficulty level compared to previous seasons. But at the same time,
Heading out.
it's really hard to actually push my lance forward.
Critical hit, Commander.
So I have been fighting pirates. I've been fighting tons of pirates. Pirates, local gov.
What's the pain, pal?
Like, the only thing I haven't been fighting is great houses. That's it. I've been fighting everybody else. Yeah. I am not at D18.
Commander.
I'd like to be. I'd like to have stuff that was good enough to even get me there.
Copy that. Well done. Here we go. Smoked one.
systems holding? Ready.
I think
Get
a
it
missile
on.
boat just shot at me. Let's send them the response.
Commander? Rolling.
I'm hit. I'm hit.
Yeah, I thought that looked like a face hit.
You have my attention. I'm on my way. Confirmed.
Oh my god, what did it break?
I'm getting real banged up here.
Oh. CT copy. But at the same time, if I remember right, I've got some really rare and important equipment. Well, maybe not rare, but important equipment in the head. Yeah, I don't have another BC missile. I don't want to, but I can't replace that darn thing. My cat is just sitting here purring at me again, wanting attention. He's such a goober.
Kick off your shoes. Make yourself comfortable.
Well, at least I don't have to worry about the timer. Drop my water bottle. Glad I just closed it.
Command interface initiated.
Yeah, I'm just not fighting four lances tonight. I'm not doing it. My luck is garbage enough normally, and tonight it seems to be extra garbage. So there kind of comes a point where you're just like, nope.
Greetings, Commander. Come on in.
At this point, I'm just gonna do the darn duel. Get what I can out of it. Heck, to be totally honest, I think this is going to be my last mission for the night. I'm just kind of... Yeah.
Command interface
This is
initiated.
all sorts of just dumb.
Waiting for orders.
I admittedly get really annoyed when my luck is
On the
just
move.
insanely bad.
Copy that.
I've never seen a clan MML carrier with risk 20s. That just sounds just wrong.
Got something you want done? Acknowledge.
Orders. Affirmative. Tasking for an
Commander. Solid connection on that one. I copy.
Jesus. Vildo sent me a screenshot. Heavy MML carrier with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 risk
yes, Commander.
MML 20s.
Roll
Basically,
it out.
that's 100 tubes
Firing
of
all
missile launcher
well done.
that can fire either clan SRM or LRM ammo.
Took a hard hit there.
Now, thankfully, it's a tank. It's not even a good tank. Like, it's not big, it's not heavily armored. It's not a crazy fast hover tank. I mean, it's 80 tons, which is, by tank standards, pretty large. But it's soft.
No retreat. Let's go.
Reporting.
It is not a particularly hard target, so, you know, if you hit it,
Here we
and
go.
you hit it really hard,
Solid connection, that one.
it should die pretty fast.
Yes, Commander.
But the caveat there is, you have to hit it. And sometimes it's hard enough just to get firing angle on things. Especially anything that has indirect fire as an option.
Affirmative.
They like to find little nooks and crannies and hide and just lob missiles at you.
Let's hit them hard.
Awaiting orders.
Or mortars, or whatever the case may be.
Onward. No retreat.
Receiving you. Hot damn. Let's do this. That's a kill.
Mission successful.
Hey, I made money. That's the important part. Made some money. Yeah, I'm feeling just a little bit burned out, to be honest, on the game. Mostly I'm playing just to keep up, but the difficulty curve, I feel like they stretched out a little too far to where I'm having a hard time, you know, making enough money to even get by at times, let alone I can't find any upgrades or equipment when everything they're throwing at me is Succession Wars era garbage. It sucks. But anywho, I'll see you all next time. Y'all have a good one.